Let us see how to use range with commands in command line mode. By default, certain commands apply only to the current line, whereas other commands apply to the entire file. For example, delete and substitute apply only to the current line, and commands like write and perldo work on the entire file by default. You can specify a custom range to change these default settings. Let us see examples. The delete command, or the short form D, deletes the current line. So for example, :D and enter. So the current line should be deleted. I'll undo that. As seen earlier, the write command works on the entire file by default. Let us see how to write only the current line to a specific file. So let us write this particular line to another file. So to specify the current line, you can say the range is dot, and then you can specify the command you want to use. In this case, I need to write to another file, so I'll specify the file name as well and then press enter. So you can see one line has been written to this file, and let us verify that. So you can see that particular current line has been written to this line.txt file. So we have seen our first example of using range with commands in command line mode. Next, let us see how to specify a specific line number. So let me quit this file, and I'm going to use this input.txt file for showing the examples. And let me set the line numbers so that it is easier to see what's happening. So these are the line numbers. So let's say I want to delete the fifth line. So all I need to do is specify the line number and then the command. So this line should be deleted. Let me undo that. Suppose you don't know what is the last line number and you still want to perform some operation on that. So in such cases, you can use $ to indicate the last line. So let me delete that. So you can see last line was deleted. Let's go back. So we have seen examples for working on current line, working on a specific line, and how to specify the last line. Next, let us see an example with move command. So let me move this seventh line to the top of the file. So 7 is my range address, and command I'm going to use is move, or M for short, and then I need to specify where I want to move this selected range. So I'm going to say 0 because this argument specifies after which line number you want to move this range. So after 0th line, this particular range, which is 7th line, will be moved. So this line should move to the top of the file. Let's undo that. If you wanted to copy this line, you can use the T command. So line number 7 and then again 0. So this line was copied to the top of the file. I'll undo again and go back. So we have seen move command and copy command. So copy command is actually COPY. You can use the shortcut CO or you can use T. Next, let us see how to specify a starting and an ending range. So there are a few different ways in which you can specify the starting and ending range. Let us see one by one. So suppose you wanted to delete from second line to fifth line. So you can say starting range comma is one of the ways to separate the range, and then ending. So we are going to delete second line to the fifth line. So these 4 lines should be deleted. So command is D. So you can see those 4 lines were deleted. Let me undo. As seen earlier, dollar specifies the last line. So let's say I wanted to delete from 6th line to the end of the file. So I can use 6, dollar and followed by the command. Undo that and let's go back. You can also use expressions. So for example, if I wanted to delete from 6th line to last but 2 lines, so I can say 6, dollar, and I can subtract 2 lines from that. So from 6th line, delete till end, but spare the last 2 lines. So I'll undo that and go back. As a shortcut, you can use percentage to indicate the entire file. So an example, 1, dollar. So this indicates from first line to the last line. So instead of that, you can just use percentage. Undo, go back. Next, let us see how to specify ranges by lines matching the given patterns. So let us see an example. So currently cursor is here on the first line. I want to delete from a line containing B to a line containing O. So before that, let me just highlight the lines containing B and O so that the example will be clear. So I can use regular expressions for this. So square brackets, within that I can specify a set of characters to search. So this shows the lines containing B and O. And now let us see how to delete a line containing B to a line containing O. So lines 2, 3 and 4 should be deleted. Note that there are other matches later on, but only the first such range will be deleted. Currently the cursor is on the first line. So lines 2, 3 and 4 should be deleted. Let me undo. If instead the cursor was on the 6th line, and if I use that range again, now this should delete lines 7, which is containing B, and next range is 8 because that contains O. So 7th and 8th line should be deleted. So let me undo and go back. If you use the forward slash, it will search in the forward direction. If you use question mark, it will search in the backward direction. You can also mix these two types of searching if you need. In this example, we saw with a comma between the ranges. Next, let us see what happens when you use semicolon. So let us search for a line containing G, and then I'll say semicolon and +1 and then delete. So in this case, what we are telling is from the current line, go find a line containing G and then set the line which contains G as the reference point for the second range. The second range here is +1. So from that particular matching line, I am saying the next line should also be deleted. So this is the difference between semicolon and a comma. In case of comma, both the ranges are relative to the current line where the cursor is. When you specify a semicolon, the line matching the first range will become the reference point for the second range. So a line containing G and the next line. So 5 and 6 should be deleted. Undo. Okay, there was a G in fourth line. So that's why 4 and 5 are deleted. So let me show that again. So from this line, a line containing G and the next line should be deleted. So 4 and 5 are deleted. Undo and go back. So similar to a positive relative number, you can also specify a negative relative number. So let us see an example. First line the cursor is, and the same example I'll use -1. So the line containing G and a line before. So 3 and 4 should be deleted. So you can see 3 and 4 were deleted. I'll undo and go back. You can also mix line numbers and a pattern. So let's say fifth line and then a semicolon. So after fifth line, start searching for a line containing AN. So fifth line and then any line containing AN. So which is this. So from 5 to 9 should be deleted. So undo. You can also use marks. Let's see an example. Let us mark this line with A. So I'm going to use MA, and let me mark this line with B. So MB. So now if I use single quote A followed by single quote B, so the lines which were marked should be deleted. The range from mark A to mark B. So undo and go back. We'll be seeing visual mode later, but it is good to know that after you have made a visual selection, and if you press colon, you will see that the range is automatically applied. So this is start range and this is the end range. So the visual selection is automatically applied. Another note is if you prefix a number before pressing colon, then you will get a range with that many lines. So for example, if I press 2, or let's say a bigger number 5, and then colon, you will see it is dot. Dot is current line, comma, dot plus 4. So current line plus 4. Total 5 lines are selected. So instead of having to specify this range manually, you can simply press 5 followed by colon. For more details, you can go through the help topic 10.3 and command line ranges. We saw a few commands like delete, move, copy, and so on, right? You can use X command index help topic for complete list of such commands.